Hey dolls, hey dens, it's Barbie again. I hope you guys love my lipstick because it's so hot. I'm trying something new. I feel like a dominatrix, like, whips and chains, like, oh, lay down while I rape you and tie you up and choke you. That's like what it feels like with this leather jacket, but it's really cute. I don't know. But don't mind the messy room. It's totally fine unless you're willing to help me. I mean, help is always welcome. But today's topic, I was thinking it was, ready, drop, breakups, flashing lights. Oh god, I'm actually going through a breakup right now. It's horrible. I mean, it sucks really bad. I mean, you can choose different avenues to deal with it and to cope with it. You can either be really sad, depressed, happy, if it was for the best. Regardless of the fact, you should think everything through. Don't only think about the good things. Like, if he had sex with your mom and he enjoyed it, don't say, well, maybe my mom was the one who turned him on and made him stick his penis inside of her and enjoy it. Like, know that your decision was fine. Like, no, be okay with your decision, Don't second guess it. Like, don't rethink the situation, because you made that decision for a reason, whether it was out of anger. You felt as though it was the best at one point in time, so totally don't second guess how you feel, because then you'll be like, oh, maybe he really was a good guy. I mean, maybe it's not that bad. It was just my mom he had sex with. Like, what are you waiting for? Him to have sex with your grandma? Or, like, I'm lost right now, so just don't rethink. You should keep your space, Having them around after you break up is it clouts your decision. It clouts like your views and your thought making process, and it totally makes you feel as though you didn't do the right thing. You know why you broke up with them, and you know why you considered it. You know it was going to be hard, but it's not easy. Breakups suck. Like, no one likes to go through that. But you can get over it, and then you'll move on, and you'll be more empowered. You'll feel better. Cope with your pain appropriately. Don't go out being like suicidal Stacy and trying to slit your wrist, or revenge Raven and then like try to kill him. That's not like appropriate way to cope with your pain from the breakup. Whether or not you feel like they've wasted your time, or you feel like you were stupid, get over those feelings quick. Like, there's no need for you to sit here being sad or pissed off that he wasted your time. Just think of it as a learning experience, even though deep down inside he fucking wasted your time, and you could have had so many guys that you totally nexted and looked over because you were committed with this idiot. We're not talking to me though, but yeah. And just deal with the fact that you guys are no longer an item. It's fine. There's no more like Nicole and John. Like, it's no more. Like, there's no more. So just like get over it, and then out with the old, in with the new. Get rid of all the pictures, all the text messages, all the memorabilia, as far as like the clothes, matching shirts, all that. Get rid of it. It's doing nothing but poisoning your brain and making you that suicidal Stacy or the revenge Raven that you do not want it to become. Because either way, you can end up in jail or in a freaking mental institution. And is it necessary? Because chances are your ex is going to go to the next and they're going to have sex with them and usually have a baby and then be so happy, or then find a job afterwards. It's like just so dramatic. Like, seriously, every time I get with somebody, they're never on their shit or something, and then like they always like break up with me and get better. Like, have a freaking Bugatti after we're dating. Like, are you kidding me? Another thing you could do to cope with a breakup is talk to your friends. Choose your friends wisely, because some friends are just like, fuck him, but it's fuck him. But I need to also tell you how much I miss him and how sad I am, and I hate the friends who are just like, oh girl, it was for the better, get over it, who gives a fuck him. Like, I know, we know that part already, and that's why we're not together, but can you please be like by my side and hear me like cry and be sad? I get it. Like, I get that it was for the best, but shit, like, it makes you like just want to like write your feelings down. But you also can, like, if you're starting to think like only about the good things that you guys did and it's like eating you alive, like, oh, I'm gonna call him, like, oh my gosh, and then you hang up. Like, seriously, get little post-it notes, stick them everywhere, and like put reminders like, had sex with my mom, touched my grandma's ass, stole my credit card, like freaking crashed my car, whatever he did to you. Like, had sex with my brother, whatever, who knows, but put post-it notes everywhere. They work, and it's going to remind you, and it's going to fuel you to move on. My best coping mechanism is to have another, either a backup plan or another person you're talking to, because there's no better way to me unless you have someone else to move on. I mean, it's kind of like playing with fire, because you kind of like already want to say I love you and you just met like 2 days ago, because you're used to saying I love you or you're used to kissing, and then you kind of like might have sex too early and stuff. I mean, it's kind of hard. You kind of should give space, but to me it's just like the easiest way, and I'll tell any of my girls this: find someone else. Like, who gives a shit if that guy's been thirsty in your inbox and like totally hitting you up the whole time you're in a relationship and you're like, I think he's kind of cute. Hit him up. Say, what are you doing? You want to go out for popcorn, movie date, whatever. Like, just hang out with new people, get your mind going. Who cares anymore? Like, why hold on to it? Find find your happiness in other areas of your life. Like, if you wanted to always go skiing, go skiing. If you wanted to always like run nude in the park after 12 o'clock midnight, do it. Like, whatever you want to do. Stay active. Like, just to not think about it. And if you see yourself thinking about it, slap yourself. Yeah, like a full-on slap. So you can like slap yourself out of it. And then if you think of like John, slap, and you keep slapping yourself like every time you think of him, by the time you get a black eye, you'll realize the fact that, hey, okay, this is as much pain as a slap as it was to be in a relationship with them. Like, it's just so much. Like, but thank you guys for tuning in to my tips. I hope you take my tips and learn from them and try to get over it. Grab a good CD, listen to some music that you can relate to, that powers you to move over from that abusive relationship, whatever the case was. But thank you guys so much. Love you.